Nina.
Hello, I'm Riley.
We're undergraduate students at Chapman University, and we're research assistants at the Onward Lab with Dr. Morris.
Our research lab focuses on LGBTQ+ issues, diverse relationships, and intersectional research to promote equality and social change.
In this study, we looked at witnessing microaggressions on campus, effective and ineffective ally behaviors.
So, what are microaggressions? They are common, intentional or unintentional, insults toward a minority group.
Examples include failing to learn or continuing to misgender someone after they have told you their pronouns, assuming LGBTQ experiences are universal, or assuming that people who are bisexual are more interested in threesomes or are more likely to cheat.
Here's an example of what a bystander may want to do when witnessing a microaggression.
So I've been seeing this girl for a few weeks. Yesterday, she asked me to be her girlfriend.
Who's the man in this relationship?
What?
Should I say something? It's not really my business.
As you saw in our example, the bystander was considering saying something, but ultimately decided it wasn't her place. This would be an example of a neutral strategy.
An ineffective strategy would have been to encourage the offender to continue. If she had decided to talk to the offender in private later, this would have been an effective ally behavior. An ally is someone who is actively working to promote equity through engagement and action.
Our study focused on these three types of ally behaviors. Specifically, we wanted to know who is more likely to engage in effective ally behaviors when witnessing microaggressions.
In terms of hypotheses, we predicted that marginalized identities would be more likely to engage in effective ally behaviors. To address our research question, we recruited 218 first-year students to take a 3-part survey.
We specifically asked the participants to rate their likelihood to engage in typical behaviors when witnessing microaggressions using a 5-point scale.
Participants rated 13 behaviors which we coded as either ineffective, neutral, or effective. Inconsistent with our hypotheses, we did not find gender, sexual orientation, or ethnicity to have an effect on effective or ineffective ally behaviors.
As for neutral ally behaviors, we found a statistically significant effect of gender. We also did not find a significant difference in ally behaviors depending on sexuality.
Even though the findings were mostly inconclusive, some important insights on willingness within more privileged individuals to be allies can be drawn from this study.
The first important point to note is that a majority of our participants identified as a minority. This may suggest that people who are more privileged in terms of their identity may not be as willing to participate in a study that is geared towards combating microaggressions.
Another takeaway to consider is the fact that participants may have had a tendency to portray themselves as more effective allies than they really are because of a social desirability effect.
And lastly, we recommend that future studies use a more representative sample in order to get a more accurate understanding of the general response to microaggressions.
Thanks for listening.
We look forward to hearing any questions or comments you may have during our presentation time slot.